Hey, hello everyone. Today I want to give you an update on the feature I have been working on for my generic UI editor. So in a previous video I was explaining that the editor has different panels for different purposes, and this time I was working on the properties panel, which is on the right. Since my editor doesn't support the resources yet and doesn't show any UI, I prepared mock to show what I'm going to use as an example today. So let's imagine we need to build a pop-up. This is kind of common thing you have in games. You have pop-ups which are used in shops to show updates, gather some kind of confirmation, and so on. Usually we have a dark overlay that goes behind and separates user from pop-up and the game itself. And also pop-up itself is a simple thing. You have background, it has a header with its own background sometimes. There might be a text on that header, close button, and at the footer of that pop-up you would have some kind of confirmation button. So let's imagine we need to recreate that thing. In my generic UI editor you can build the tree, so I already prepared that. I have the overlay, I have the pop-up container, I have the background for that pop-up, I have the header container which includes background text and close icon, and I have the confirm button container that goes on the bottom, and that one also has a background and a text. You can see that all those elements have different icons. It's because they are of different type. Like I mentioned, the overlay is usually a graphics. So in this case I use the graphics, and here whenever I select one of these elements, the properties panel will show all the properties specifically for that type of element. So in my case it's overlay, and it has this bunch of properties, and you can also switch between the type of the graphics. You can use just rectangle, circle, ellipse, or something else. Yeah, those are basically the most commonly used graphics element you can use. Let's take a look at the container. So container itself doesn't have much properties, it's just position, scale, and rotation. It's because we use containers to compose other pieces of UI into one thing, which is easier just to move around the screen. Alright, so we already looked at the graphics container. Let's take a look at 9-slice sprites. So this one has more things. It has texture, and when the editor will support the resources, you will be able to upload your image, then drag and drop it here into a texture field, and that will be used as an image. It has anchor, sizes, and slices. Okay, and the next one is the text. Text has way more stuff. It has the basic properties like position, scale, rotation, alpha, but it also has text unique properties, which is text itself. You can write it down, you can change the color. Also you can select from the available font families, font style, font weight, and other stuff. So all those options are basically available in each browser, and most of the UI libraries support them out of the box. You can add more advanced things like stroke. Here you also have a color, other properties for the stroke. You can select the shadow. Yeah, you can add all of them at once or select what you need. And also you have a multi-line. Alright, and the last one is the sprite. So the sprite is a small thing. It just has a basic properties and also texture and an anchor to position that texture. Yeah, that was all for today. Thanks for watching.